play. Okay then. Maybe the sound is now
It is?
I don't know.
No, I'm not getting the pen drive still.
Are you not getting?
No.
Somehow the HDMI cable is try it by this.
I have it right now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let me connect you to the
Demos 18?
screen.
Kura. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Everybody's present here, or is from the people from the live stream also?
The stream and people here, and there's probably some people here that still have stick them.
Okay. So who's Kimak? Is he present? The stream.
I'll
Okay.
tell you if they're from the stream.
But they're listening, right? Right now they're listening.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
listening. Yeah.
Okay.
The audio probably is now over the beamer, maybe. Let's see.
Make it drop. Make it drop.
Track. It's called Kimak. Let me check the time. Make it drop. I kind of like the breakdown. The melody is it's cool, but the drop is a little bit for me a little bit confused. Some of the notes, but it's still in the end it has the sound quality is it's okay. It was pleasing to hear, and yeah, I think if you just maybe come up with a better riff, better pattern for the melody, for the lead from the drop, I think you would be good. I think it would be a solid track. So yeah, that's my only the only thing that I didn't really like was the drop lead. Other than that, I think that the breakdown was cool. Still a little bit long, a little bit big. I would make it shorter because otherwise the people in the dance floor would be kind of sleepy, but still good melody. The drop could be a little bit better, but still solid track. Another one, Mav Jack, is he here? Okay. This is actually, I like this track. I like it. And I'm gonna be totally honest with all of you guys because I believe like honest opinions are the ones that are gonna make you further because the ones that are gonna tap you on the back and gonna tell you lies are not gonna help you. So you have to deal with the, the blunt truth. And I've dealt with it, most part of my career. Everybody told me no, so I know what it is. I'm not talking, with no experience. So, but in this case, I like this track. Only stuff that I would put out is this style is a little bit cashmere kind of J Hardway cashmere mix. So I would play it, of course, but I would never recognize this as a Mav Jack. I would recognize it as somebody else. That I was telling you about the importance of having your own sound. If you're a ghost producer for another person, you don't care, because you don't want to make a career of playing, or you don't want people to recognize your sound, so it doesn't really matter. But if you want to be known by your sound, by Mav Jack sound, you have to put these melodies that are very good, into your own kind of way of doing stuff. So that's the only really negative, which is not negative, it's something that you can easily change, that I would say about this track, which is good. I would play it in my radio show, maybe play it live with a mashup. So I think it's good. Congratulations. Yeah. Next one. Next one is Milo. Milo is here or live stream? Live stream probably. Yeah. Okay. For me, I kind of like this kind of tracks, like Justin Milo and Mike Williams, Mesto kind of vibe, which of course it's very characteristic of their sound. But what I notice here is like Milo in this case has parts in his track which are out of key, and for me this, in my personal opinion, and I'm not a musician, but for me, my brain cannot cope with this. But I think this is something that he can actually change very quickly. I think there will be no problem. But the vocal in the breakdown is out of key, which it clearly doesn't work. And I think the breakdowns are not in key with the drop or the intro. I've noticed that. The vocal, I'm 100% sure, but other than that, I think it's a groovy track, but still it's a little bit in the kind of Justin Milo area, which I think it's not going to do much for it's not going to cause so much impact if this had another synth. My only problem is the synth. If the synth was different, was unique, this could be, something, wow, cool, interesting, it's groovy, it's bouncy, and it has that synth, which is different. So yeah, I would point that out. But it's still, I really enjoyed the first seconds. I was, enthusiastic about it. This, I like this, expecting a little bit more. Yeah, this is out of key. But still, there's something that I think Milo can repair easily and make probably a good track out of it. So we'll wait and see. Best of luck. Now, Shipwreck is here. Okay, you're here. Let's. Okay. Sometimes I will skip the intro part. Just I will listen to the beginning, but. Well, first thing that I would like to point out is nowadays music is tending to go shorter. What means is even the club tracks, which 5-6 years ago were like 9 minutes, are now like almost radio edits, like 3:30, like 2:30, So everything is fast right now, and I noticed like your drop is like 1 minute and something with the trap parts. So I would advise to make something a little bit shorter, like 30 seconds, 45 seconds maximum on the drop. I'm gonna listen to the second breakdown, but the same thing I told Mav Jack is very important to have your own sound. This reminded me, although it's a cool drop, reminded me of that tune by Blaster Jackson, Rocket, It reminded me a little bit of that, So you're always going to have this kind of comparison. Oh, it reminded me of this and that. It's normal. It's normal until you find your sound. Some people find their sound in the first year of producing music. Some of them, like me, I took a longer time, but it's no problem. I'm still here, no problem. Guys, you don't need to be scared of finding your own sound. It takes time sometimes, and sometimes you're gonna believe like, I'm not gonna find it. Maybe I'm not, cut up for this. But everybody has their own sound, their own style. You just have to, sometimes be patient, but willing to try. If you're not willing to try, you're just copying. You're never gonna really find it. You have to be, willing to take the risk. So yeah, let's listen to the second drop. Yeah, okay. So I would go for a breakdown, even if it's small, like some melody, some vocal, something. I would try that, but actually I like the drop. You know, I like this kind of drop hasn't been used for quite a while, so you can get away with it. So everybody's using more, more kind of percussion patterns, even though the leads are Dutchy or this or that. So you can get away with this kind of sound, but I would change the lead, and I would make three things: change the lead, personally, change the lead, make a melody for a breakdown, and the drops definitely have to be shorter. 30 seconds. I would go 30 seconds. You know, you can still make the trap part, but use 15 seconds instead of using like 30. Okay, so you just need to cut it. I was thinking of that. Okay, so Max Vermeulen. Is Max here?
Is there? This is track.
It's your track? How old are you? 11. Okay. I'm curious. I thought you were playing Candy Crush there. No? Just playing.
It looks like it.
Just playing. About this, I've been talking about having their own sound. Although we're talking about an 11-year-old, okay? So with your age, I was playing probably, I don't know, FIFA 97 or I don't know, but I was not making music for sure. And I was not making anything related with music. I was probably listening to music, but not making it. So, first of all, congratulations with that. But also an advice: don't forget to be a kid. Be a kid. You have to play around. Don't just stick with a computer. You have time for it. Okay. But other than that, impressed. Because even though this is kind of future house, this has your own sound. I cannot spot like a typical preset of some producer here, so that's cool. I was expecting like that you would be using the normal presets, which is like easier, but this is kind of I never heard these presets. Maybe I don't know these presets, which is I doubt it, because I know almost all the presets. So so maybe you use them in a different way. So this is cool. I like that you're using try to using your own sounds. Although this is not my favorite kind of sound, I can recognize this is way above your age. So, but as I say, for me, age doesn't really matter, because if I'm a listener, I don't know nothing about electronic music. Sorry, like I'm a parent. I'm going in my car. I'm listening to music. I don't know if the guy who made it has 70 years old or 11. So I just want to know if it's cool or not, if my brain likes it, if my girlfriend likes it, if we, want to make love to it or not, So when we listen to music, we have some kind of motivation. Our motivation is not age, okay? So I'm telling you this because there's a kind of a misconception in the industry that being young is cooler, and it doesn't really matter, I can recognize it's cool that he's 11 and he makes this, but it's something that it has this value, But for the common listener, it's not interesting. It doesn't matter, because if I'm in a club listening to or in a festival, hands in the air. I don't care if the guy who made the track has 30 or 40 years or is almost dying. I don't care. I just want to listen to cool music. So, but still, straight to the point. This has your kind of sound, which for me is surprising. So, but let's keep listening to it. Example, as Shipwreck, I would advise to make shorter drops, like 30 seconds, or 45 seconds max, because then like you imagine this like a track, like a story, and you have like guidelines, and you have to tell your story in those exact guidelines. You have 30 seconds for the beginning of the story, 1 minute. Let's imagine 1 minute for the main content, the suspense part, the part that, the killer kills everybody, and then you have to get out of the story. You have to say they live happy ever after, and done, boom, goodbye. So you have some guidelines, and you have to tell your message to the people in those guidelines. So I would advise nowadays, as a standard, is to go 30 seconds or 45 seconds, so that your track would remind us of, radio edit almost. Because really, in a club track, you don't need nothing bigger than that. You have to be direct. This is a club track. Even though you can use a vocal, you can easily tell a story, which is a message from the track, in 3 minutes. So I would go a little bit shorter. You notice that? Yeah, just one. Just one. There's no problem. But overall, Max, you're Max, right? Max. Peter where? Peter. You're Peter. Okay. So to sum it up, I think I'm not gonna judge this on your age, because from what I told you. But I like it. I like the fact that I don't sense, even though you can use it, I don't sense like a preset kind of feeling here. Maybe you're using, I don't know, but I don't see like the typical Oliver Eldon style. I can see that it can resemble, but it's not a total copy of it, so that's positive. I like the melodies of it, and I would just, it has to be shortened, because it's like 44 minutes and 26 seconds for the same message. It's too much. I would go like, I would cut at least 1 minute of this track. So, yeah. But congratulations. It's good. Okay? Okay. Next one. Heartbeat. Heartbeat. Who is, it's here? No.
It's online.
Online. Okay. Okay, from the Eat Beat, which is called Jurassic. I think in terms of sound quality, it's okay. It's I think it's playable live, but I think it's a little bit generic. Yeah, I think this kind of sound, has been around quite a bit, and I think yeah, I think people sometimes should concentrate on building different sounds. Otherwise, sometimes it's difficult to understand. But if you make a track that it's generic, it's not gonna make anything for your career. It's overwhelming, but it's true. Maybe you can say like, yeah, but this track sounds better than X or Y producer, and he's big and he's making this kind of sound. Yeah, but he's already big. You cannot compare. You're the one who has to break through and make something unique, and really break through. So this kind of generic tracks are not gonna make anything for your career. Anything. So it's true. I used to make the same mistake. I used to try to copy. It's not when I'm trying to make it. It's not like I want to copy it, but it tends to be that way because I like that kind of genre. But in the end, it didn't make anything for me. Labels wouldn't sign my tracks. So I believe like if you like this genre, okay, make this genre, but make it only on the break. Try to find a different sound for the drops. This kind of horn sound, and then this melody kind of blaster jacks kind of sound is a little bit blaster jacks can make it, because they like come up with it. But it's been around quite a while, so labels right now probably most likely are not gonna sign this type of tracks. Most likely, it can happen, but it's very difficult. But still, I believe this. If somebody played this in a festival, if it works, okay, I believe so. Maybe, who knows? But in my personal opinion, I believe this sound is a little bit oversaturated. But still, the sound quality is good. I cannot really tell any negative aspect of this track. It's just, about the sound itself. It's a little bit generic. Okay, so moving on to other other demos. Is it this one? No.
Yeah, that one as well.
Which one?
Top 3.
Phoenix? Huh? Oh, the remix. Okay, don't name your track ID.
Yeah, because everyone's naming their tracks ID.
Okay, but who's this from?
It's from a guy from the street.
Oh, okay. What's his name? Cashmere to me, uh, I don't know. Maybe like if you ask me, yeah, but maybe with the vocal, this can be a big hit. It can. It's like winning the lottery. You know, you can win it. You just have to play it. But the thing is, most likely, it will be harder because this has another producer written all over it. But I like it. I still like it. I would still play it as the same as yours. I would still play it. This is my advice only. Like if you want to break through, you know, if you want to get signed everywhere, if you want to, you know, be in the industry, you know, this is my only advice regarding to that. Not just I'm not criticizing like, hey, this style is similar to this or that. I'm just telling you like in the perspective if you want to break through, you know, and be at the top level.
There's like the first period of your producing is like getting to a certain skill level, and then you can develop your own sound. So
yeah,
I'm quite happy if you say it's a good track because it means I have acquired a nice skill level.
Yeah, for sure.
And then from now that I can make things sound good,
Of course.
I can try to develop more.
If you're
my own
conscious
sound.
of that, is even better because you know you have some level of producing, and now you keep doing what you do, but you will try to concentrate on finding your own sound. You know, which is it's not easy, yeah. But I believe you will find it. Second one from Ewan Jellison.
Take your time and think of the words you wanna say. And when you know, girl, come close, face to face. I'm so lost, taking a journey in your eyes. But you turn around and before I say hello, it's goodbye. More than the air that I'm breathing, never really get this feeling. So I don't wanna take your hand, fall in love to understand. And I wanna be leaving, unless it's something I said. It's all the emotions running cold through my head, turning my love into motion. I always do my toes in the ocean, waiting for the waves to break. Think love is on me this way, turning my love into motion, turning my love into motion, turning my love into motion.
Another case that I really love the melody, I really love the vocal, and then when the drop comes, the Mike Williams and Mesto and everybody, this kind of, I don't know, what do you call this style? No, future bass is not this. A future bounce, yeah, that's it. If this had another lead on it, this would be big. Actually, I believe like a lot of, big labels would like to jump on this. But like this, which is something that he can change easily, Ewan, because I think this is well produced. Vocal is very good. I really like some elements that he uses here in the breakdown, and the drop is also on point, compression, everything. But the lead is just it's too generic in terms of this kind of track. But if he changes it for something a little bit more unique, I believe he has a big track here.
Talking about the things that were wrong. You always blame yourself, but it was me all along. Rest your head and open your eyes into that dream. Take the walk you want to know the answers thanks to me. More than the air that I'm breathing, never really get this feeling. So I don't wanna take your hand, fall in love to understand. And I wanna be leaving, unless it's something I said. It's all the emotions running cold through my head, turning my love into motion. I always do my love into motion.
That's the only thing I would point out, because it's a good track, even though the sound is not the most unique. I cannot tell you that this is a bad track. For on the contrary, this is a very good track. And my only advice would be change the lead sound for something a little bit more unique, and I think you would be good. It's it's only my advice. So who is Nathan?
He's also from the street.
From the stream, okay. I didn't really pay much attention to the breakdown because this is a remix, and I've noticed that it's a little bit from the original, but still, the only thing that I really had to point out here is that the master is not really on point. But if it was, I like the kind of vocal melody that he uses for the lead because it's not used a lot in these progressive tracks. It's used more on those kind of bubbling new Jamaican kind of radio pop tracks that are out there, like Jack U style, like everybody else is doing. So it's cool to see it here. It's kind of, for me, different. But yeah, it needs a little bit of work in the mastering, the mixing. But yeah, I know. I still like I can still point out positive things about the lead melody. Yeah. So moving on, just for the last ones. Okay, so let's start with this one maybe. Where is it? USB disk. Which one is it? Where is Lawrence? Which one do you want me to play? But
Which one? Kura.
this one, okay. Okay, Lawrence, how old are you? 14. Okay, very young. So, you clearly like the kind of Dutchy Hardwell sound, right? Yeah. Okay. So what happens here is another case of the synths are a little bit generic, but actually in the second part that you have here, you in my mind it came up that you could use this as a real drop because it's different. I don't know what you think, but I'll play it. This part right here. This part right here is different, you know, because you're not using the kind of greedy synth like blaster jacks and that kind of, you know, overused sound, but you're using like a pitching synth. Of course, it's a little bit low passed, but if you find a synth like this, rising like this, and you having that hey, hey, hey kind of sound, I believe this could be a good drop, in my opinion. Of course, it has to be a bigger sound, but this kind of sound with this pattern rising and having that hey, hey, hey on the back, I would like it, you know, and it would be different. But I would replace this for the main sound that you're using, even the pattern, everything. Try to risk it maybe. And I like this kick drum. Is it sampled?
Yes.
Where? From where?
From Ollie James.
Ah, okay. He probably sampled from other guy also, so don't worry. Don't worry, we're all thieves. Okay, so but still, I think you should try it, okay? The second part, and I'll be curious to hear it. Okay, so more. Let me. Try a little bit more. Okay. Ooh. Ooh.
How many sticks do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
We'll do them. Fuck it.
Yeah?
I
Okay.
have to get up tomorrow at 5 o'clock.
Okay, let's do it real quick. Okay. Who's Jason? No problem, no problem. See you next time. See you, man. See you. Who's Jason? Okay.
Where can they send their demos to for you?
It's I'm gonna write it here. It's promo at DJ.
Send them later.
It's this one.
Great, thank you.
Can you see it? Okay. Okay. So let's continue. Sorry for this. Jason. Hmm? Oh, okay, sure. Let's do it.
You came from India all the way. Okay.
Is it good? Okay.
Centuries ago, mighty creature fought for our existence. Horns, claws, long whiskers, and a breath filled with fire. With unknown persuasions, but endless determination, he put the rivals to combat and saved the species alive today. We were too immature to realize the sacrifice he had brought to men. We are obligated to honor forever. Maybe someday he'll manifest again. The legend of the dragon.
Okay, I like this kind of cinematic vocal. It's cool. It's different. Although it needs to be, I think you need to EQ it a little bit because it's smashing the breakdown. I don't know if it's because of the speakers or not. I'm not used to them, so. And I like the like Tommy Trash vibe that you you put into it, because it's not a lot of people do it right now, so it's cool to bring it back. I would only point out the main synth, which is really high in EQ. You need to cut it, and I actually would try something else for the main synth. Because if you have something really unique here, this could bring your track to another level, you know? I cannot really tell you what I would try, but I would try something like, something a little bit more organic, something really like a kalimba sounding, like African sounding, because it's a total contrast, but still maintaining the same melody that you have, but not as trancey, not so chordy. But if you do want to keep it like this, just keep attention to the EQ and maybe you're good to go. I think it's cool. I like it. And I really found it interesting that you used like a cinematic vocal on the breakdown. It's something that even though some tracks are not hits, it's also good that you can recognize them and tell, like when you're in a conversation, oh, you remember that track? Which one? The one that has the cinematic vocal on. Oh yeah, from that guy. So it's still good, because if you say, oh, remember that track? Yeah, that one that looks like Martin Garrix. Yeah, so at least you have a reference, this is good. So moving on to Reynolds, Richard Reynolds. Which one do you want me to play? The first one? No. Okay. Sorry? Okay, cool. Yeah, of course. I like it. Who's Ryan? Richard? Okay, yeah, I can't see that far. I'm like almost blind, but yeah, but this is a good one. And I actually don't like this. Normally, don't like this style of. I don't. There's so many names right now. What's this style called? Like, no. This is bass house, right? Okay, so I just like that Jaws track, the first one, and all the other ones were the same preset all over again. So it died very quickly. But it's not the same because he has this first part of this, which I like it. I like this first part. So I think it's quite different, and I think it's not a copy of bass house. So. And I like it. I would play this. So yeah, you're on a good path, and I believe a couple of labels would be interested in it. I believe so. I don't know. I'm not an A&R. Sometimes they're crazy. So, but I think you're on a good path. So congratulations. Yeah, and send me this to my promo email so I can play it in my radio show, maybe live. Who knows? With a mashup. Who knows?
Can we play the last one?
The last one?
Yeah. No, sorry. No, I mean in the one in the playlist.
The what? Oh, sorry, man. Sorry. This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Such a mess in my head. Where am I now? What you left me to live? What you left me to fly out? So tell me, why am I still here? Please tell me, I feel so silly. I wanna live, breathe and smile. I wanna see, feel and cry. So tell me,
First note: you cannot use this snare anymore. Okay? Okay? It's prohibited. Nobody can use it anymore. No, but first notes. The vocal is very good. Is your friend or some?
It's a girl from the we are from Kura.
Okay.
From Czech Superstar.
She's good.
I write her and we start to do.
She's good. I love the melody and the breakdown. I love the emotion. I would definitely change the snare. That's why, because who's gonna listen to that? He's gonna go, oh, that Jack you snare. Okay, yeah, and you don't want that,
Also, we have a different drop, like second drop.
And I would go in the synths. You need or either you EQ it so the highs are a little bit more present, the mid highs, or you put another layer of highs on top, so it gets brighter. It needs a little bit of brightness. Okay, just that. But you have another version you were telling me?
No. We have this track. We have two different drops. The different drop. It's like the second drop.
Okay.
Track, it's a hardstyle drop.
Oh, in this same file. Okay.
and now I see it. I don't need to listen to anyone, just me. I'm the creator. I wanna live, and now I see it. I don't need to listen to anyone, just me. I'm the creator of my life and no one else, just me. God, pure happiness.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a big fan of this kind of hard style because it reminds me of the hard style of the '90s, that MTV video clip kind of hard style, Venga Boys, But this is not the case. Okay, so this is cool. I like this track. I believe like sometimes in the breakdowns it's too empty, But it's a work in progress, right?
I hope so.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, it should be because, like in this part, for instance, I'm gonna give you an example.
Get pure happiness.
This is too empty, This is too empty. It's not organic. The synth is too. It seems like a one-layer synth, and the vocal. I mean, imagine this without a vocal. It cannot be. It seems like you're just, pressing one key from the keyboard. It's too thin. You need to layer this, maybe put a bass line below it. But I think these very simple solutions that you can come up with. This is not going to compromise the track. I'm telling you, like the idea is very good. In general, you just need to to fill it up because it's too thin. Even here, you're using only a bass line in the vocal. You can use some pads, Even though they're distance, you can make it like, you can pan them, you can delay them, just one side, and they go this way of the speakers, and in the center, you still have your vocal, you still have your bass line, but on the back, you have other stuff going on, like landscape, Because music is about emotion. If you just put a vocal and a bass line, that's for like if you do acoustic, If you do acoustic, it's okay. You're gonna have a guitar with only a little bit of reverb and a vocal with reverb, but you know what to expect. This kind of track has to be elaborated, but I still like it. I like it. I think it's a good idea. I like the vocal. Just need to make some details. So, yeah, congratulations. It's a good track. Yeah.
Can I ask you if you have any time? Can I show you some different tracks? Not now, because
Yeah, maybe you can send me. Of course. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. I don't know if this pen, this one. This one. Oh, I didn't put this one yet. No. Okay. So let me take these three. Wait. Yeah. It's only missing this one, and yeah, those are yours. Yeah.
I have one more on here.
Yeah.
Guy screaming to have his demo at the show.
Okay. Okay. Alex. Okay. I know you from Miami. Yes. Yeah. Which one? The first one. Okay. I actually remember. I don't remember exactly the track that you made that you showed me in Miami, but I recall it was. I don't get me wrong, but it was much more inferior work than this. So I have to congratulate you first for the evolution, and in a few months it's quite noticeable, and I like the style that you're going with because this like we have to run this. Sometimes we have to make music if you want to be successful in various ways. Like we have to see the perspective on if we make a club track, who's going to play it, and this kind of track is much more friendly to almost every DJ. Like you have an example, Tujamo, okay? Every track that Tujamo makes, every DJ can play it because it's not too hard, it's not too soft. So it's a good play, even though it's his style, it's recognizable. It's a good play for him to make this kind of music. And this is a good play because it's a very friendly music and actually, energetic, and I like it. For the second part of the drug, I wouldn't put these snares because they don't match the vibe. I would go for something a little bit more tribal. You should put a little bit drums inside, and the lead. It's cool. I like the melody of it, but I would actually try to stack it. Try to put another layer on it, maybe, just to see what you have different. But I like it.
We're gonna miss our latest try.
Okay. See you next time, guys. Hope you liked it. Okay. Okay. Bye bye. So. Maybe if you do these changes, and I like the melody of the breakdown also. Maybe if you do these changes and you get the lead melody a little bit more on point, I believe like if you put it a little bit on top, like with EQ and mastering, with mix down, I believe Danik would side in this track. Do you guys agree? It looks like a funk track. I believe like Danik would like this track. So if you can get that way, I would personally would be happy to send him if you get it that way. So
thank you. Yeah, that would be amazing. Would you be able to just listen to the second one, just maybe?
No. Of course, yeah. Really quick because there's how many more? Just one pen drive. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is a little bit more confused. The first one. The first one is you know what you want to do. This is a little bit confused. The first one is solid. I believe you should focus on the first one, and minor changes on the first one. Don't change it too much. You know, I'm just telling you, try stuff. You know, if it doesn't work, take it off. But is it? Did you master it or somebody? You mastered it? Okay. Yeah, the snare doesn't work here. I mean, in my personal taste, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, the first one is solid. I think you should focus on it, and if you can change it, I would, you know, we would personally send it to Dan, right? No problem.
Thank you.
Okay, so last one.
Yeah, it's one hard disk, I think, still, and then I have.
Oh yeah, the hard disk. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I have one on here in a minute for you.
Like 500 tracks.
Yeah.
Oh.
You play all my 5 off my 2 albums. you review my mixtape in 5 hours.
Oh, and also if you guys want, I have in my page, my Facebook page, for everybody a sample pack with my own personal samples for free download. So I'm gonna make a second one for the guys from Splice. I don't know if you heard of Splice before, but and also I believe like the first 200 people are gonna get, you know, some free subscription and 200 credits. So 200 credits, it's a lot. You can, you know, download each and every sample that you guys want. So, but still, for in the meantime, you have my free sample pack in my Facebook page from tracks from like Calavera, from King Kong, from, you know, the tracks that I'm most known for. You can get it for free. So and kick drums, everything, you have it there. So if you guys want, just jump on my Facebook page and check it out. So, okay, so a big a big thing like this, 500 gigahertz with one track. Okay, who is Andy? Okay, well, what's the name of the group? Okay. In this, you guys need to EQ the shit out of this synth because it's hidden below the mid range. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, because the kick and the bass line are on point, but the lead is it's hidden. You know, it's I believe from what I hear, it's only one synth, right? It's not stacked. Really, for the main lead? Yeah, I only hear one, so maybe it's not about the stacking. Maybe it's about the EQ, because it's lost. I mean, every comment that I'm making is based on these speakers. I don't really know them, but I know them to be a little bit standard, so it wouldn't vary much. And a track that sounds good everywhere. So you know that. But yeah, I like it. I think it's cool, but it's a concern. The drop needs to be, the main lead needs to be hitting on the center. Maybe you guys could try maybe this. You know isotope, right? Okay. So I showed you in Miami. I showed the guys. This is nothing. It's nothing fancy, but sometimes it helps. Sometimes what happens is since we're making a track, we want to get that idea done. So we put everything in the center. We don't pan it, we don't delay it, so everything's getting on the center. So something's gotta suffer, right? If we're all clouding the same space, if we get on everybody in the same train and we all get in the middle, somebody's gonna suffer, right? So some of us gotta go through the sides. So what happens is we can use the isotope. You probably do this, I don't know. But what you can do is you can come to the stereo imaging, and what you do is, like, let's imagine that your track is playing. I'm actually gonna upload your track here. So we can visualize and hear what we're talking about. So probably 128, right? Okay.
Yeah, I think you need
Yeah.
to select the bass phase.
So you know the principles of bass mono sounds, right? What needs to happen? You know what should happen, like in this spectrum, okay, in this V, where would the bass sounds be in a typical center? Could it be a little bit for the sides? Could it be? No, it should be in the center. If it's the kick drum, if it's in a breakdown, we don't care, you know, it could be everywhere. We don't care about the breakdown. If it's a vocal, yeah, it has to be in the center. The vocal cannot be separated. But we care mostly about the drop, because in a breakdown we could go crazy. We could, you know, do some different stuff. But normally, of course, the bass lines and the kick drum are dead center. So let's see if that happens here. No. You see? So first error right here, it should be like this. Okay? And even so, with minus 78%, it's going a little bit crazy. So, but for me, what I was hearing, it was quite okay. But this is probably one main reason that something is fighting against your stint. And probably this is the reason. But it's fixable, there's no problem. Then let's see the mid-range, mid-low range. Let's see what's happening. This cannot happen here. You see, this right here, it's going out of our cone, which we don't want to, right? Let's see the first, I should should do this first. Let's see, without anything on, how your track behaves on a spectrum. This shouldn't happen. I mean, it's not a big deal when we're talking about, about EQing and everything. Everything can be fixed. As I told you, I've seen numerous of hits that were not well produced. I have in my country a huge hit, which was even a hit in, some countries in Europe, which was probably one of the worst tracks ever written, but it was a hit. The idea was good, but the producing was not. But it's still a hit. What are you going to say, So sometimes it doesn't really matter, but we are proud of our craft. We want to be better. We want to do something that we can play as DJs, because that's what we do. So in this case, this is a little bit lost in terms of frequencies. Let's again listen to the in this case the mid-low frequencies. Let's turn this back again to 78 or something like that. Mid-low. I would go a little bit like this. But then again, I'm cutting here. I'm making it a little bit thinner in the V, so it stays a little bit inside this cone. But you see, it doesn't fill up some frequencies in this area. See? And this is the mid-low part of the synth, okay? Of your lead synth. You cannot even hear it almost. You see? And this is just crazy right here. And should be here, Should be in this area, okay? What? It's too wide, too wide. And here, I don't know what's going to happen, but I think I'm going to be surprised. Yeah, this should be like this, but this should be like this, but in this area, So what happens is your track in this area right here is almost empty. And there's a lot of space to fill up there, A lot. So what happens is maybe if I turn this off and if I concentrate only on this, you can see that the bass line is going to occupy a little bit of this space also. You see? So that's why, you see? It actually occupies a little bit of the spacing, but not the right way. So yeah, this is just a EQ problem. When you're making the track, you can use this tool by Isotope. I'm using the whole thing right here, but if you use only the stereo imaging, while you're making the track, this gives you important information of how you're using, the monos and the stereos and everything, and you can compensate and see, well, I need a little bit more here, let's pan a little bit, let's delay maybe a little bit, let's make a layer just to delay it so I can fill up that space. So I believe, I'm not being paid by Isotope to say this, I really use it. But yeah, I think this is only a matter of you making these small changes, and you will be good. Okay? Thank you.
Should we do the last one?
Yeah, last one.
It's on the USB stick. NL-DJ.
Which one? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then it's there.
The Cashmere?
Top one, yeah.
Who is Sami?
It's from the stream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I kind of personally like this original track a lot, and I like this remix. I think it's solid, and I would use only slightly different kind of lead, but this one is still cool. It seems to be well produced. It seems to be well mixed. I don't notice anything unusual or badly crafted. I would listen to this, but on the next level of stuff, you have first what we're talking about. It's like, do you like it? And the question you guys are asking me is like, do you like it in terms of how is it produced? How is it mastered? The technique, is it okay? Should the drop have 30 seconds, 15 seconds? Okay. But in the real world, like where people who don't even know what producing is I like it, I don't like it. Yeah, as simple as that. So that's what you guys should really, really, really focus on. And because it's taste. It's my taste, it's your taste. You cannot, really judge it, either you like it or not. I can make the most complex track and people don't like it, So in this case, I actually quite like it. It's okay. But it's not something that I would play, but I would listen to it. So it's cool. So I believe this was
That was the last one, man.
the last one.
Yeah.
I thank you guys for waiting for me and for staying this long. Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
Thank you very much. This is a
Thank you.
present from the students.
Oh, thank
With
you,
their
man.
demos on the stick again for you.
Okay, thank you.
So,
Wow.
yeah, man, it was amazing. You
Thank
took
you.
so much time.
I always do.
Thank you
I
very
enjoy
much.
this a lot. I enjoy it. Yeah.
Awesome, man. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you again, man. Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, man.
Once again. Great again.
Okay. Another one.
I think you really agree.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Or you can keep it on
Really?
your,
Okay, okay.
There's a message on it
Okay.
from Calavera.